Doom vivemos vivamos Epicureans. This is the Marvel Epic Collection Podcast one-shot edition. I'm your host, Nick Smith, and I'm joined by...
Stojr Shelf. How's it going, Nick?
Doing well, particularly since we are participating in Kurtis Findlay's Epic Marvel Podcast Reading Club, and this one-shot is going to be our brief thoughts on today's issue, which is Uncanny X Men number 124, He Only Laughs When I Hurt. Okay, so Arcade seems to have the upper hand as the X-Men are caught in individual traps, but as the various members manage to break Murder World, they start finding one another, and even Nightcrawler is able to make an attack on Arcade himself. Things look grim when a brainwashed Colossus, calling himself the Proletariat, takes out Banshee and Wolverine, and he slowly begins choking out Cyclops and Storm, but the two X-Men talk him out of it. This results in Arcade conceding the victory to the X-Men, and he releases both them and his hostages. All right, your thoughts, Stojr.
So, I mean, look, this is just, more fun from the last issue of the X-Men in Murder World. I think if it went on any longer than this, I might get bored with it. But I think 2 issues is probably perfect for this, especially the first time the team as a whole is fighting against him. I like the different team ups of different people's powers, or mixing up the X-Men. You got Wolverine and Banshee trying to do some things. You got Storm fighting with her claustrophobia and doing things underwater. Cyclops doing some things with Nightcrawler. So they're mixing up a little bit the different players that they're with, and I think it's good. The brainwash thing is a little silly. I guess maybe it would hit home a little bit more if they had talked a little bit about who that character was in the last issue, like sometime before Arcade was introduced to him. Like the whole Colossus's past at this point in the book is very muddy and very confusing. And as I said in the last podcast, which is really revealed in this issue, like Arcade is this rich boy assassin, which is kind of a cool thing. Like I'd like to see him, be more of an assassin, and then only doing the Murder World stuff like as a bonus, rather than he's always putting people in the arcade machines as in the future. So fun issue. No complaints. Doesn't move many character arcs forward, but doesn't need to. Just we're fighting the villain in this one. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I thought it was a great resolution. I agree with you. The brainwashing thing of Colossus, I felt like it was a little easy that they could just talk him out of being brainwashed, but then again, he seemed to be brainwashed very easy. The mystery of the KGB agent that talks to him, I think maybe plays into the Cold War fears of the time. We don't know what's going on behind the Iron Curtain in the late 70s, so what kind of terrible, mysterious things they're doing. And admittedly, the costume Colossus gets put in as the proletarian. It just overly screams Soviet, right? Not only is it the traditional working garb of the proletariat in Russia, you've got the hammer and sickle, you got CCCP up there, and in case you still don't get it, he's got Lenin's face emblazoned on those overalls. I mean, it over the top. But still, again, it's fun. I thought the exchange between Cyclops and Wolverine at the end was kind of a good indication of the two characters, right? Wolverine wants to get revenge. He is not done when Arcade lets them go. He wants to get back in there and get revenge. Consequences be damned. Cyclops, though, he requires thinking things through. He's like, no, this is kind of a technical win. We're out alive when we were in a very bad spot, so let's just leave it. So I thought that was kind of a good exchange, and we're really setting up that dichotomy between Wolverine and Cyclops, that they have this respect for one another, and I think that's something that grows in the later issues, but they're definitely different people and will butt heads in the future. So
Yeah, and I also, I mean, it is. I mean, for extra silliness, I mean, the fact that they're ejected from Murder World, but done so in a way that like they can never find where Murder World is even more ridiculous, because they're shot through. Now you have a series of tubes that they're shot through towards the end, and then the other prisoners, the girls, are airdropped in their little. I don't even know what they are. They're little candy drop prisons,
right,
or
their little
whatever it
presence,
looks like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's weird and absurd, but it kind of works for Arcade. He is weird and absurd, so
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, I don't think we have anything more to add to that. So, again, if you enjoy our thoughts, follow us on YouTube. We're going to read, rate, and review a full Epic Collection trade paperback every month. We've got these one-shots coming every day. So, like, subscribe, do all that normal stuff. Find our link trees in the description. And we'll be back again tomorrow with, well, our thoughts on the next issue. All right. See you then.
Sounds good.